Tony. Fortune favors the brave, and I lost all my fucking money.
God damn it. Always leaving that loop on. GM fam, what is good? Welcome back to another episode of GM Metaverse. I'm your host, Krafter. Today, we're going to be diving into a handful of crypto gaming stuffs. We got a bunch of stuff on the agenda today. If you're tuning in live, drop a comment, let me know, drop a GM, say what up in the chat. I can see your comments on Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. So we're streaming everywhere. We're hanging out everywhere. Welcome in, y'all. Beautiful Wednesday. Happy juice. LFG. For those of you that don't know my weekly schedule yet, it's up on the screen for y'all. We got GM Metaverse, which you're tuning into right now, Monday through Fridays at 1 p.m. Central Time. Right here, right now. On Mondays, don't miss Mondays, we got a special Metaverse Monday stream every Monday where we play viewer games. So if you got games side of the Metaverse, the Sandbox, Nifty Island, wherever your games are, we want to play them. So let us know. Swing by, tune in live, and drop your games, and I will play them. If you can't make it live, you can join my Discord. There is a... Where is my Discord? There is a channel in our Discord. Bring that over here. Channel in our Discord. Right here on the left-hand side, you can see I'm live and the pings. Got chat where we hang out, say GM, have some fun, drop gifts, you know. But then we got viewer games over here on the left. If you want to drop your viewer games in here, they'll be added to my list, and I will be checking them out as I can get to them. There's a Nifty Island from Play Games. Got Blue Tulips, Sandbox game in here. Go West dropped his game. VVox is a game I found that I dropped in there. So when I come across games that I want to check out, I drop them in here as well. So it's a great place just to go and kind of scroll through and see different games that are out there that maybe you'll want to check out. So definitely stay posted for that. If you need my Discord link, you can either go to my bio on Twitter, or it should be in the bio wherever you're tuning in. If you're watching on Twitch, you can also do !Discord, and you should get the link. bit.ly/Krafterverse, bit.ly/Krafterverse if you want to type it in yourself. And I also stream for the Sandbox on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7 p.m. Central Time. Both times, both days, Tuesdays and Thursdays, doing Game Maker basics streams. So we go over different basics inside of the game maker. If you want to learn how to build games inside of the sandbox, that's the best place to start, in my opinion, is with those basic streams. And then as you get more and more comfortable, you can move on up to more advanced stuff, but learn the basics first with me is the best route. Today, trying to get my screens situated here. Today we got, where'd it go? There it is. Today I wanted to, I'm mixing up the format a little bit of the show. I am keeping track of some things that I do want to cover, so I'm going to cover those first. But we got trying to get it so that productive for me and you. So I got a handful of announcements and news and stuff that I came across that we'll touch on first. So I'm going to get those all pulled up here real quick. Just got three of them today. And then after that, we're going to dive into some gaming tokens that I'm interested in getting my hands on and seeing if price go up, as well as maybe some gaming NFTs. And we're going to ideally set up a Magic Eden wallet. We've been meaning to do that the last couple of days, so I'm going to try and set up a Magic Eden wallet live on stream so you guys can see how you can do that. And then after that, hopefully that takes us up to the hour. And then after that hour, then we will transition on over to starting to build avatars again. I've been getting the itch, getting called to start creating avatars again. So I'm going to be starting to do that on stream. And I'll reveal more about that here in a moment, in about an hour, whenever we get there. So stay tuned for that. But first, I want to let y'all know about a handful of things that I came across on the timeline. Starting with SanFam Cafe. SanFam Cafe number 3 is going to be recorded live this month, 9 p.m. UTC on the 21st of March. So put that on your calendars. Make sure you don't miss it. If you do miss it, you can always catch the replay, but it's more fun if you tune in live. SanFam Cafe over on Twitch is where you'll find them. If you go to their Twitter, SanFam Cafe, you should be able to find their Twitch link right there in their bio. Just go check them out, follow them, make sure you get those notifications whenever they go live so you don't miss. But this month's SanFam Cafe is going to be a great lineup. We got Cyber Dragon, Huddle Hill, Wayward Escapades, and of course, Ice Age, Bruno, the man, the myth, the legend. Let's go. Should be a fun one. If we scroll down in the comments, we got a list of topics that they're going to be touching on. So landowners versus game dev, how to populate the sandbox. I think that's a good topic to touch on. And one thing that I'm trying to tackle a little bit with these basic streams that I'm doing on the sandbox is how landowners can actually transition into game devs fairly easily. We've seen a lot of traction on Nifty Island recently, and I think that's because of how easy it is to hop in there and build something on your island, set up a game that people can play. It's very, very easy to do that. It's not very easy to do it top tier, in my opinion. It takes a lot of figuring things out to make it the best experience as far as a game would go, but it does allow for much easier game setup. And I think the sandbox is just there's such a steep learning curve, but I think if you are a landowner, you could get over that learning curve and be doing the same thing as people are doing on Nifty Island, where you set up a game on your land, and during this builder challenge, you will be able to send traffic and send your communities and friends and everyone that finds out about it, send them to your games in the sandbox and earn from the Builders Challenge, just like you can earn by having people visit your islands in Nifty Island. So obviously, as a game dev, you can do way more on your land than your average landowner, but there's still all kinds of different ways you could leverage your land in the sandbox, and I think that's being slept on right now. We waited a long time to be able to publish games onto our land in the sandbox, and now that time has come, it's time to get your average landowner to realize that all they got to do is get some gamification set up on there that people want to participate in, and send them there and get some traffic going, and you can earn some revenue from that. There's all kinds of different routes you could go if you want to get deeper into it, but that's the first step. So yeah, that was just a tangent thought. What up, Insanity? Yo, welcome in, homie. How you doing? But then a couple other topics that SamFam Cafe, Cyber Dragon, Hodl Hill, Ice Age, and Wayward Escapades are going to be talking about coming up here on the 21st of March is the culture of communities. What makes you join a community? I think that's a great one. And I'm going to be interested to hear what they have to say about that. Because there is something to community. And it's interesting because everyone kind of finds their own place, their own communities, and it varies depending on who you are and what you're looking for. But there's so many different communities out there that I think there's always going to be a community for you if you look hard enough. So it'll be interesting to see some of the thoughts from the panelists on that one. And then specialized or generic designs, how to create your Vox Edit brand /style. That's also interesting to hear. And there's definitely a talented Vox Edit artist in Wayward on the show that'll have some good feedback on that, as well as all the other panelists. So looking forward to SamFam Cafe, 9 p.m. UTC, March 21st. Don't miss it. Set those reminders. Put it on your calendar, set an alarm, tune in, have some fun, hang out with the Sam fam. Let's go. Next on our radar list, we got Lucas letting us know about him and Kamisazi streaming over on the Sandbox official Twitch streams. They are every Wednesday at 9 p.m. UTC. They'll be streaming, and they're doing a speed build of 9 plots live on air. So they're building out 9 land plots, all chunked together, 3x3, filling it with games. They're seeing how fast they can do it. So that'll be fun to tune into if you haven't tuned in yet. It's a daunting task, if you ask me. And Sandy says, oof, that's a lot. Yeah, it's huge. So we'll see. I'm interested to see how that goes, but it'll be fun to get in there and play and just like see, like I said, how it goes and what they come up with. So that's a lot of land to fill up, and yeah. But I think they're like checking out how to use the templates and all that fun stuff. So if you're interested in learning how to do some building, this would be a great place to tune. This would be another great stream to tune into on the Sandbox's Twitch channel. They're every Wednesday, 9 p.m. UTC. Don't miss it. And then last on our radar list for today, we got Tempest Studios celebrating 3 years inside Web3. Congrats, Tempest. Tempest has been working hard over these last 3 years, building out all kinds of fun experiences and avatars and collections for all kinds of different brands inside of the Metaverse. They were mainly focused on the Sandbox for a while. I have noticed them kind of transitioning over to Nifty Island a little bit as well. But Nifty Island and the Sandbox is where they're crushing it. And they've been doing this for 3 years. GG's. Crazy how time flies. And that is your radar news. Radar. Krafter's radar. What's on Krafter's radar? I don't know. We'll come up with a fun title for it eventually. What's on the radar? That's what was on the radar. But let's continue on to segueing into some of these gaming tokens. Actually, before we get into that, because I keep wanting to do this and I just never get around to it, let's set up a Magic Eden wallet. How about that, folks? So we're going to set up a Magic Eden wallet live on stream. I have the extension already downloaded, but I'm gonna walk through exactly what you need to do. We're gonna figure out exactly what you need to do to set up a Magic Eden wallet. We're gonna create a new wallet, and that's the one that I'm not gonna use. That'll definitely be deleted because I'm just gonna show you everything that goes into it, and then afterward, I'll connect my own wallets and we'll be good to go. But I've been meaning to do this for a hot minute, so to get the wallet, first off, you're probably just going to want to go to Magic Eden. Yep. So if you want to, if you need to get the wallet, you can go to magiceden.io. This is their marketplace. But if you want to get the wallet, I have to imagine there's a way to get it. You could connect it. What happens if you hit connect wallet? Magic Eden is the recommended wallet. Click on that. Yep. And then that opens up. Perfect. So if you don't have a Magic Eden wallet, that's probably the easiest way to get to it. Just go to magiceden.io, click on connect wallet, and then Magic Eden is recommended. You can click on that, and then that'll pop open this window. And this is how you're going to install that wallet. You'll have to add the extension to Chrome if you haven't already done that. And then you're going to click on create new wallet. And I'm not sure if this password is going to be for all of my wallets or what. So I'm going to, just for a moment, move this off screen, type it in just in case it were to. I'm actually going to generate, copy, paste that in. And we're going to, okay, so it's not showing it. I think we're good to bring it back. I just wanted to make sure. So go ahead and create your password. First step, create your password. Go ahead and hit continue. And then you're going to confirm your password. It's got to be blocked. So we're going to put her back on in there again, confirm it. Go ahead and hit confirm. That's going to think about it for a second, it looks like. And think and think and think. Not sure what's going on now. Safety first, says Pax. What up, Pax? GM. How you doing? Maybe there we go. Finally loaded up there. I'm actually gonna take a moment here to add something. Why does that happen? Ugh. Okay, we're probably gonna have to reset. God fucking damn it. I lost the password that I generated. It didn't save in my password manager. Wonderful. It was a complicated one. I'm never gonna remember it. I don't know. We might not ever be able to get into this one, but well, that's fine. This is just for examples purposes. So perfect. This is our Magic Eden. I'm not gonna even be able to get back into this, so that's all right. But we created our wallet. We got account number one up here. You could add another account if you wanted to have multiple accounts. That's just different wallet addresses that are all inside of this one wallet password. I don't know what you would call this. What is Magic Eden wallet? I guess. Yeah. So then you can have multiple accounts, which is just multiple addresses inside of this wallet. And if you want to receive, you can obviously go here. Say you want to receive Bitcoin. You could copy the Bitcoin address and then give that to whoever, or use it for yourself if you're sending Bitcoin. If you're sending stuff, we don't have a balance of anything, but you could find all the different balances you have here. Go ahead and click on Ethereum and then max and then continue and then tell it what address to send it to. Super easy stuff. Your collection is waiting for you. Discover your first digital collectible. So they want you to visit Magic Eden. Ooh, here we go. You'll need this to access this wallet. This is the recover. This is where you're gonna find the recovery phase. So we got a pop up down here. Save this wallet's recovery phrase. You'll need this to access this wallet's assets from another device, or if you ever reset this one. So we're gonna click on that. We're not gonna be able to paste. Maybe this is gonna work. I don't know why it's allowing me to paste it into there, but it wasn't allowing me to put it into. Nope, that's our Bitcoin address. God damn it. So I'm not going to even be able to show y'all the seed phrase, but you're going to click this and then you're going to enter your password and then it's going to show you a seed phrase. And then from there, you're going to want to write this seed phrase down on a piece of paper, probably multiple times on multiple pieces of paper. Put it somewhere so that you're not going to lose it. You're not going to destroy it. People aren't going to steal it and find it, because that seed phrase will allow you to access this wallet on any other device. You'll have to put in that seed phrase exactly, the words exactly in the order that you get them. It'll probably be 24 words, maybe 12, but most likely it'll be 24 words. And then you're going to write down each of those in the correct order, 1 through 24. And then you'll punch those in if you're on a different device, and that'll unlock your wallet there as well. So you don't want anyone to have that seed phrase or recovery phrase, whatever you want to call it, because then anyone can access. Insanity did say if I click win in V, it will show you the clipboard. Let's try that. I did copy it. Let's see if we can get it to work. Win V. Oh, snap. Let's try it again. Let's see if we can get it to where we can see the seed phrase. So it says, make sure no one can see your screen. Obviously, all of y'all can see my screen. So we're not going to put anything in this wallet. I will be creating a new wallet, and I have ledgers and stuff that I'll be connecting. But this is just a tutorial. So I'm going to show you what the seed phrase looks like now. Don't let anyone see this screen when you're going through this, and make sure to write all of them down on a piece of paper. Don't store it on your computer. People are super crazy smart and would be able to find that if they really wanted to. Because right here, anyone with this phrase can steal any asset stored in this wallet. You don't want that. So we're going to hit continue. Boom. It brings you to this page. Okay, so it's a 12-word seed phrase. So you're going to grab a pen and paper, then reveal your recovery phrase to back it up. So you're going to get your recovery phrase 1 through 12. You're going to write it down in order 1 through 12 and save that somewhere. So you're going to click on reveal. And good note here. Good. They're touching on all this stuff. Do not create a digital copy such as a screenshot, text file, or email, because all of those are findable if you're a hacker. So you're going to click reveal, and boom, there's a seed phrase for this wallet. So if anyone wants this wallet, you can have it. I don't recommend using it though, because the seed phrase is out there for everyone to see now on stream. But what you would do is write clump, subway, ranch, paper, gospel, message, ship, toddler, demand, window, case, and bunker down, and voila, you have your seed phrase. Write those down in that order with numbers next to them, probably, so you know which one each associates with. And then whenever you need to log in on a different device, it's going to ask you for the seed phrase. You punch those in, and then boom, you're good to go. Check backup. Which word is in your recovery? Oh, God damn it. I don't fucking remember. Whatever. It's gonna ask you to enter all that stuff. Make sure you wrote it. Basically, what that's doing is making sure that you wrote it down. If you didn't write it down, it'll bring you back to it, and then you write it down so that you don't forget it. That's a good little step there that they added to. But I am now going to go ahead and figure out how to log out of this account, and we will never touch it again. I'm not saving the password. So if anyone wants it, go for it. You got the seed phrase, but I don't think it's going to be worth anything to you. Let's go ahead and go to, nope. Make it easy to log out, please. Maybe up here. We open up. No, just gives us the same view. All right, annoying. Maybe I'll just remove from Chrome. We're just going to remove Magic Eden wallet from Chrome, and then we'll start over and create my own. But that is a little walkthrough on how to create your wallet. I kind of want to show how to connect a ledger. That's what I would be doing next. But nah, we won't do that now. We got the basics. If you did want to connect a ledger, you would just say that you already have a wallet, and then it would kind of walk you through that. But dope. That's how you get a Magic Eden wallet. And then once you have a Magic Eden wallet, then you can do all kinds of fun stuff. It's actually super easy to swap between Bitcoin and Ethereum and Polygon and Solana. Super easy to swap those tokens without having to go to Uniswap or anything like that. I just saw Insanity's comment. There goes your wallet. Yep, there it goes. Good thing there's nothing in it. If somebody wants to put something in it, please feel free. But that is how you set up a Magic Eden wallet. And then if you go to magiceden.io, you got all this stuff going on. This is their marketplace, and they have Solana, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Polygon marketplace. So if you want anything from any of these collections, this is the place to go. Node Monkeys was almost over a Bitcoin floor and is already down to 0.5. Interesting to see that. Kinds of stuff. Natcats, 0.05. Cats is on my radar. Nat Cats is one that I wanna pick up. One of these days, I'll pick up a Nat Cat. Talked to Gus from Outer Studios on Behind the Avatar, which is dropping on Friday, by the way. And we talked about Nat Cats on that episode of Behind the Avatar. So if you want to learn more about Bitcoin ordinals and Nat Cats, make sure you catch that episode, which will be dropping on Friday over on YouTube and Twitter. I might not be on Twitter right away because I'm going to be out of town, but I have it scheduled to drop on Friday for YouTube. So if you're in the Discord, you'll get a notification when that happens. But perfect. 1:30. We're doing good on time. We got Magic Eden wallet set up. I'll have to set that up for myself later, off screen. I do kind of just want to see what the process is. Now I'm curious. What is going to be the best way to get the wallet? Magic Eden wallet. Wallet.magiceden.io. Beautiful. Go to wallet.magiceden.io and you can download for Chrome, which is step uno. We're going to do that now. Go ahead and head up here, add to Chrome, add the extension. Bingo bango. We got it. Where'd it go? Right there. We're going to pin it so we can see it all the time. Move it over here. And then I want to see what happens if we hit I have a wallet. That is where we're at now. Okay, so if you say I have a wallet, then you can enter your 12-word secret phrase to import your existing wallet. So prior to this, we revealed the seed phrases of a wallet. You would hit enter those in 1 through 12 and then hit continue, and then you'd be good to go there. We are going to need to create a new wallet. Why don't I just create a new wallet? We are going to create a password. We're not going to lose it this time. We're going to generate a password that is unhackable. So I'm going to do all this off screen because I've already shown this. So I'm just going to buzz through this. Boom. Boom. Continue. Boom. Confirm. Continue. Boom. Continue. Add password. Boom. Magic. All right. Save. We got that. Perfect. Also, while I'm doing this, if you guys got any gaming coins, tokens, or NFTs that you guys are bullish on, let me know in the chat. I'm gonna look those up here in a second. We're gonna use Magic Eden to look those up if they're NFTs, and we're also gonna look up some coins. So that's what we're moving on to next. And then once we hit that hour mark, we will be resetting and we will be starting to build out some avatars, or a avatar, one of 69 avatars with Fox Edit. So we got 69 101 avatars that I'm going to be building over the next month or so. So stay tuned for that. Got the itch to make some avatars again. For those of you that don't know my story, I created what I called build your own avatar back in the day, back in 2021. and it was using what I named trading cards. So you would use trading cards to select what traits you wanted on your avatar, and then you would submit those traits, and you would get an avatar in return. That was the idea. That was more complicated than I had ever expected. I had two big brain devs on my team, and still do. They still are around, but they have moved on to work with other other full time jobs inside of Web3. Congrats to them. But they helped me kind of come up with all the code and everything to make that possible, at least the start of it possible. But then we realized it was getting more and more complicated, and the platform that we wanted to have the avatars on, the sandbox, was making it very tough to get avatars onto the sandbox, and they still are making it very tough, which is annoying. But so I had to put a pause on that. I ended up airdropping founder keys to everyone who purchased trading card packs. So I gave those trading card packs to everybody, or the founder keys to everyone that had minted trading card packs, because I wasn't able to really deliver anything on that. But I wanted to have a way to keep track of everyone that supported me early on. So everyone got a founder key. And then a handful of other people minted their own founder key. So there's, I think, like about 140 or so founder keys out there right now. So those people are going to get rewarded with pretty much everything that I do in some way, some capacity. I need to pay attention while I'm talking. I need to write this down. Do I have a pen? Man, this is getting more and more complicated. But long story short, I always wanted to have avatars and create avatars and allow people to use avatars that I built inside of the metaverse. And I want those avatars to be interoperable and work on as many platforms as possible. So Nifty Island is now actually allowing me to kind of bring that dream to fruition. So I'm going to elaborate more on this later, but we're going to be creating avatars, and the first place you'll be able to use those is inside of Nifty Island. Eventually, hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get them onto the sandbox and as many other platforms as we can, but we're going to start with Nifty Island. So stay tuned for more information on that in just a moment. I need to write this down, but I don't have a pin, apparently. I'll be right back. Oh, yeah. I'm back. All right, let me do this real quick. Writing down our new seed phrase. And then once we get this written down, we'll go explore some crypto coin or crypto gaming coins and NFTs. If you got any coins or NFTs in the crypto gaming world that you are excited about, I think has the potential to moon, let us know in the chat. Take a look at it. By the way, if you are tuning in over on Twitter, Twitch, or YouTube, I do see all your comments coming in, so please feel free to interact. I'll pull them up on screen so everyone else can see them too, if they're good. If your comments get worthy. Minimum. I got low standards though, so most comments are worthy. Boom. Probably shouldn't show that on screen. I don't think I did. But let's go ahead and move that over here. Perfect. I'm gonna click continue. Bird. Boom. Click confirm. All right. Now I'm back in. We got a new Magic Eden wallet set up. So now we are officially set up and good to go. Pax in the chat says, "What are ordinals?" Ordinals are. Let me go. Let's go to Magic Eden. Magic Eden. Just go straight to Magic Eden. Ordinals are Bitcoin NFTs, essentially. I'm still learning about everything going on with ordinals, but essentially ordinals are Bitcoin NFTs. And if you go to magiceden.io, you can actually, this is probably the best marketplace I've come across for Bitcoin ordinals. But you can scroll through and see all kinds of different stuff, and you'll come across rare sats and all kinds of different stuff like that. So sometimes some people think that the sats mean something and all this stuff, but Node Monkeys is basically the Bored Ape Yacht Club of Bitcoin ordinals, according to everybody right now. So Node Monkeys is at the top of the yellow list right now. There's all kinds of stuff going on the ordinal side, though. That's what ordinals are. And let's go ahead and connect our wallet. Is this going to work? Yep. We're just connecting account 1 for right now. Press approval. Boo, boo, boo. Connect. Verify wallet ownership to access rewards and notifications. No Bitcoin is charged. Sign in. Good. I want Bitcoin to be charged. Sign. Beautiful. Now we're online. We're set up. And there are rewards for Magic Eden. Loyalty gets rewarded. Past, present, and future. Like it. You should be able to go in. You can go into our actual wallet. That's kind of confusing. So this is like your profile on Magic Eden itself. And then you can also use the extension to mess around with your wallet. This is our account 1. I wanted to see, before we get too deep into here, add another account. If you can connect a ledger. They have to have ledger support. I just know it. Krafter.eth. We're just going to put that in. Would be our ledger if it allows us to do it. Create. Not allowing us to do it, though. Interesting. I don't know. I'm going to have to fiddle around with it more to figure out how to connect a ledger to Magic Eden, but you have to be able to. I would be baffled if you couldn't. But we're not going to get into that on this stream because we're already running low on time. We'll probably have to do some of the research that I was going to do later, but I'm glad we finally got set up on with a Magic Eden wallet. So feels good. But we got all chains going on. Rewards for everyone, cross chain, cross product. Hell yeah. What we got going on in chat? Pax says, if it's in Bitcoin, then it's better than all the others. Wow. Yeah. Honestly, that's kind of my feeling, is that although Ethereum NFTs were first, and then all the other layer twos and other chains like Solana came along. Now that Bitcoin has the ability to have NFTs, et cetera, on it, and Bitcoin is the king of all coins, essentially, the king of crypto, if you will, is Bitcoin, then why wouldn't Bitcoin NFTs be the reigning champ of all NFTs as well, at least sometime into the future? So I'm bullish on Bitcoin ordinals and could see them definitely popping off, at least this cycle. Who knows? Maybe forever. We'll find out about that. But yeah, that's what's going on right now. I'm just stoked that we got Magic Eden set up. I got some video, so I'll be able to show y'all a tutorial. I'll chop that up and create a quick little tutorial for y'all to figure out how to create your Magic Eden wallets, and then should be good to go. Yeah, look at that Bitcoin price, 73K. Yeesh. And ETH at 4, which is dope to see it back at 4. Polygon 127, Solana 161. Everything's pumping, y'all. Pump those bags. Even though I don't got no bags. Still fun to see, fun to be around it. Yeesh. Bitcoin price pumps. Let me pull up my, well, we are really running out of time. I'm not gonna really dive too much into anything. I am going to, since I have a little bit of time, I just really want to figure out lock, backup, password, assets, support, settings. The Magic Eden as your default browser wallet. Sure, I'll do that eventually. Advanced restore wallet. Wallet. I don't know. Support. Visit the help center. Let's see if the help center has anything. Well, we still got a few minutes before we gotta shift gears at the top of the hour. We'll go to Magic Eden wallet. Action management, functionality, and usage. How to connect to dApps. Bitcoin, enabling and disabling. Guide to custom tokens. Merge. Security. Wallet and phishing emails. Navigate to protecting against dust attacks. A guide to managing wallet's auto lock feature. Guide to mastering password security. Wallet security. Enabling hardware wallet support on Magic Eden wallet. Last one. There we go. So enabling hardware wallet support on Magic Eden wallet. We understand the importance of security and accessibility when it comes to managing your crypto. As part of our commitment to enhancing your experience, we actively working on integrating hardware wallet support into the Magic Eden platform. This feature is designed to provide an extra layer of protection for your valuable digital assets and offer a seamless and secure connection between your hardware wallet and Magic Eden. We are excited to announce that hardware wallet / ledger support is in the pipeline. Okay, so we can't do it yet. Our development team is diligently working to ensure a smooth integration process. With hardware wallet support, you'll have the option to manage your Magic Eden assets directly through compatible hardware wallets, adding an additional layer of security to your NFT portfolio. We talked about hardware wallets before on stream, but I'll bring it up again. If you don't already have a ledger, I highly recommend picking one up. They're not too expensive and they'll save you lots and lots of money if you ever were to potentially get yourself into a hackable situation. This way, basically what this does is it's one more layer of security. So you have to physically have your ledger in your hand and sign a transaction with that ledger, confirming it on that ledger hardware device. There's one right here, actually. It looks like this. So this is a ledger. You have to physically hold it in your hands, have it connected to your computer, and confirm transactions if you're using a wallet that is set up on a ledger. And that exponentially eliminates the risk of hackers getting into your wallet. It's still possible. You could still sign something that you didn't want to sign, and then you gave permission for them to drain your wallet or whatever. That's still a possibility, but it's one extra layer, and it does significantly reduce your risk when it comes to security in the Web3 world. So definitely want to get a wallet or a hardware wallet. And it's awesome to see that Magic Eden's working on rolling that out, and it should be out soon, I would imagine. We understand that many of you are eager to use hardware wallets with Magic Eden, and we appreciate your patience. Stay in the loop and receive timely updates about the progress of hardware wallet support. Keep an eye on our official social media channels and announcements on our platform. Beautiful. So they are working on it, but it isn't possible yet. Good to know. Yo, what up, Dance Fight? Dance Fight over on Twitter. Thanks for tuning in. How we doing today? Right now, we're just checking out Magic Eden for the first time. Well, not the first time, but we finally set up a Magic Eden wallet. So now we're officially a part of the Magic Eden ecosystem. And I'm stoked to kind of explore it all and figure it all out. I don't know why we're on the rewards section. There we go. Now we're just back to Magic Eden, Magic Eden. One thing I wanted to look up here is mutant apes are 2.3 ETH. If I had that, I'd be picking up a couple probably. G penguins are 11. That's all right. What I wanted to look up though is wanderers on ETH. Wanderers. I just want to see what the floor price is on these bad boys. 0.05. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out what the difference is between, let's see, can we get some dates? Analytics, activity. What is the activity like? Some stuff going on. Would like, so info, that's what I was looking for. If you click that info button, embark on a cosmic odyssey with the Wanderers, an immersive universe where 8,888 intergalactic pilots unite, unravel ancient secrets, and forge alliances in a dynamic, ever-expanding battleground for survival, camaraderie, and the pursuit of a common destiny. Wanderers AI. We're really running out of time now. That did not work either. I am doing good, Dance Fight. Glad you are too. This is one of the NFTs that's on my radar. I kind of want to pick a handful up there. They're working on a game. We can go to Wanderers. Working on a game right now. It's really close to beta, I believe. They've definitely been doing some tests. It's backed by Animoca Brands, which is a decent thing to see, but not 100% sure everything that's going on inside of the ecosystem. Here's some gameplay. We're gonna mute that. A little gameplay, but it's a roguelite. And from everything I've heard, it's pretty fun to play. Obviously, it's early stages, so there's some issues, but overall, should be a pretty fun experience. I like that view. I wonder if you can always play in that view. That would be fun. But just looking into potentially picking up a couple of those Wanderers. They also have RAM. I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna find that. Wanderer's RAM beta bundle. Verified. Let's click on it just to see. There's the badge. All right, so these are RAM, which is even cheaper. I want to look into what the difference between these two are. Each RAM bundle contains a beta code, 3 packs of RAM, highest ever chances to pull ultra rare RAM cards, and unique beta RAM cards. RAM introduces a rewarding deck building feature to Wanderers, allowing players to personalize their playstyle, unlock RAM chips, and equip your character with the skills and memories of past heroes. Right. They go hand in hand. I want to figure out which one. I think RAM will give you access to the beta. I want to figure out what having an actual Wanderer would do for you and why you would want that over the RAM. But the game does look nice. I'm excited to test it out. We'll have to pick up at least one RAM bundle. I want to make sure that this is for sure the collection. It does seem like it. It has the check, but I'll do a little bit more research. Voiced before we pull any triggers, but Wanderers is on my radar. Tomorrow we'll do some more diving into crypto gaming tokens, coins, and NFTs. Wanderers is on the list. There's a bunch of I'll tell you what's on my list. So as far as gaming tokens are, I wanna take a peek at Shrap, Atlas, Sand, Mon, Mog, Axis, Ron, which is Ronin, Pixel, Ape Iron's new token, GG from Pixel Vault, Topia, which is Hytopia, I believe, Avalanche, which is a gaming. It's not just a gaming blockchain, but they're focused on gaming. So Avalanche would be one that would be interested to check out. And then we did the Magic Eden wallet setup, so love that. Get rid of that. We're going to look into Hytopia a little bit more, bitmaps on Bitcoin. And then for gaming NFTs, I want to do some more research on Wanderers and RAM, Hytopia land, Sandbox land. We just want to take a peek at that. Try and get a feel for if price is going to go up as everything else goes up or how that's going to play out. Trying to decide if I want to stock up on Sandbox land or not. Nifty Palms. We want to see what the prices are on those and if we think those are going to go up as well. And then Chimpers is another gaming community that I want to look into. But we're going to do that all in the next stream. Right now, we're going to shift gears, top of the hour. Welcome to GM Metaverse Part 2, the second hour. And we're going to be shifting gears into creating inside of VoxEdit a little bit. We're going to start building out some avatars. I haven't decided, but I kind of want to make them small, but they don't have to be. What do y'all think? If you had a preference, would you want a normal size avatar or a smaller avatar? For those of you that aren't familiar, I'm going to show this before I pull it up. We're going to be building with a free tool from Sandbox. So sandbox.game. If you go to the create tab and then go to create assets, you can download VoxEdit right here. VoxEdit allows you to create voxel assets and animate those assets using their free tool. Then you can upload those assets to Sandbox. You can also export them. And I'm going to show, with the assistance of Halfdork and his awesome tutorial. I dropped the tutorial in the Discord. So if you're in my Discord, you can go check out that tutorial by Halfdork if you want to find out how to transition avatars from created inside of VoxEdit and make them playable in other metaverse platforms by creating a VRM and re-rigging it. So we're gonna go through that entire process during this building documentation that we're going to be doing. But essentially, what I'm doing, and I got into this a little bit earlier, but we'll touch on it again. For those of you that don't know, let's just go to my profile. For those of you that don't know, I'm Krafter, and I created an NFT slash avatar project back in 2021 with the help of some homies that are super big brain devs and know how to write Solidity code to create NFT contracts and also do Web3 web development, which is quite a bit different than regular web development. So had some studs on the team that were helping me out figuring out how to do this. And what we were doing is I had this idea and I still have this vision that I want to be a Nike. I I don't know. Nike is always the one that pops in my head. I want to be the Nike of the metaverse. I don't need to be as big as Nike, but I want to be somewhere that people go to get avatars and wearables and different stuff that they can use inside of the metaverse. And a big thing for me is that everything that I'm going to create needs to be interoperable with as many different platforms as possible. That's always been one of the biggest things for me is interoperability and allowing that to be a thing. And we're working towards that every day. There's all kinds of different things coming up, different standards and all that fun stuff. But it's tough and it's hard to do right now. And I figured that out the hard way. I I came up with an idea, released NFTs, was super excited about it, and found out that it wasn't gonna happen the way that I was hoping it would happen. But to recap what we did, I created what I called trading cards. So trading with a T, trading cards, traits. So on each card, there was a different trait. And each of those traits could be applied to your avatar to give it different looks. So different ears and eyes and hair and face stuff, glasses, all kinds of different traits that you could add to your avatars. And then the ideal was you were going to use those trading cards to combine the different traits that you liked and create your own avatar. I called it build your own avatar. That was the concept. And this still is something that I plan on doing eventually. I've just realized after experimenting with all of this over the last 4 years that we're just not there yet. That's complicated. And of course, being me, I started with the most complicated way of rolling this out and just went for it because that's what I do. I just dive on into things and figure it out as we go. And I figured out that it is very complicated to do that. And to make that possible, we just weren't at a place inside of the sandbox, which is where I was mainly focused in building. So I was building these avatars, the different traits for these avatars inside of VoxEdit, which we'll get to shortly, and creating all of these avatars. And the idea was to have this build your own avatar mechanism that people could get the trait cards, pick the different traits that they wanted, submit those trait cards, and get an avatar in return. That was like the big vision. And that, like I said, is still a vision of mine. I still plan on making that happen eventually, but we're gonna backpedal a little bit and start a little simpler. So, long story short, with those trading cards, we sold packs of trading cards. So you could get 12 traits, 12 trading cards in a pack. And I don't remember the exact number, but I think we sold 200 to 300 of those packs back in the day. And I'm so grateful for everyone that purchased those packs. It really meant a lot that you guys believed in my vision and where we were going with everything. And you're excited to get these avatars that would be usable in multiple different metaverses and all that. And you guys purchased those. We couldn't figure out, unfortunately, how to get the sandbox to allow us to add our avatars into the sandbox at that stage. And since then, there's been progressions, and there's lots more avatars that have been added into the sandbox. And I know that we are at a place now where we could get our avatars in there, but I want to do it right. So I'm going to start by only releasing 69 avatars. So we're gonna build 69 unique one-of-one avatars on stream together. You guys can provide input as we go, and those are going to be the first 69 avatars that we will release for sale from Krafter, yours truly. And one thing I didn't mention is anyone that purchased, going on with my light, anyone that purchased a trading card pack received a founder key airdrop. So I went back and I found all the addresses that had trading card packs, and then we airdropped everybody what I call a founder key. And that founder key is an NFT as well. And those NFTs, the founder keys, are kind of like the top of the pyramid. They are the most high value, most return that you'll receive ever from me as a creator. So the founder keys are going to get you access to everything that I can give you access to. They're going to allow you to have perks on everything that we roll out. So that might just be allowing you to mint early so that you for sure can guarantee you get what you want. It might include a discount on mints of different stuff that we roll out. It might be just free airdrops of avatars and wearables that we roll out. And for those of you that aren't aware, the first perk that we finally are going to roll out is that you're going to get a Krafter avatar that you'll be able to use inside a Nifty Island currently. Hopefully we'll be able to expand that to other platforms eventually. But if you are not aware of that, side note, get inside our Discord and fill out the claims form so that you can claim that avatar. I'll show that again a little bit later. But anyways, that's kind of long story long of where we were and where we are today, and what we're working towards. So essentially, I love building avatars. It was something that I've always enjoyed ever since I picked up Vox Edit is the avatars. I'm okay. I don't hate building other assets for inside of Vox Edit, but something about creating avatars really fuels me, and I really enjoy it. So I'm getting back into that. We're going to start releasing avatars for y'all to use and wear in the metaverse, as far as along with wearables and all that fun stuff too. But for the foreseeable future, I don't know how long this is going to take, but I'm going to build out 69 unique one-of-one avatars that y'all will be able to use inside of the metaverse. I'm not still putting the pieces together as far as how the avatars are going to be rolled out. It'll either be you purchase the NFT associated with that avatar and you get it airdrop to you. If it needs to be an independent asset, you'll get that airdrop. But ideally, what will happen is you purchase the NFT that's associated with that avatar. It'll be a profile picture of the avatar. And then when you have that NFT of that profile picture of the avatar in your wallet, when you connect it to any platform that avatar is supported on, you will be able to then put that skin on and use that avatar in that game. So that's the end goal game, and that's what we're working towards. But first, we got to build them. So we're going to be spending a bunch of time on that going into the future. Probably a bunch of time on the back end of GM Metaverse doing some building of the avatars, and hopefully you guys will tune in and let me know your input and guide me into what we should be building, making them look like. ASMO, I see you just tuned in. I might have missed. This was 2:07. What time is it now? 2:12. Been a hot second. I was in the middle of explaining that, but ASMO. This is a stream I do daily called GM Metaverse, And I start off every episode talking about what's going on in the crypto gaming world and Web3 in a nutshell. So we just dive into whatever's on my radar, do some research for the first hour. And then the second hour, like I just explained, is going to be more geared towards building in the metaverse, playing games inside of the metaverse. If there's things that we need to check out or play that we haven't had time to do, et cetera, et cetera. So that's what this show's about. It's GM Metaverse. You can find my schedule here up on the screen now. So I do GM Metaverse streams Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Central Time, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. And then Metaverse Monday streams, which is our Monday special stream, 7 p.m. Central Time, where we play viewer games. So if you have games inside of the metaverse that you want us to play, Sandbox, Nifty Island, wherever else you got games that you want us to check out, you can tune in live to that stream and drop those in the chat, and we'll check them out live and have whoever's tuning in come play with us if it's multiplayer. I also do streams on the official Sandbox Twitch Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central Time, where we dive into the basics of building inside of the sandbox. So if you want to build some games inside of the sandbox with their no-code game builder, that's the streams to tune into to start learning the basics of that. But yeah, that's kind of in a nutshell what we're all about here. And I'm also a podcast host. I host shows Behind the Avatar and Metaverse Spotlight. Behind the Avatar is a chill, no agenda, just vibes chat between me and another Web3 pioneer. So I just have people that I think are interesting come on, and we just vibe and talk about whatever comes up for 2 to 3 hours. It's a long form podcast, similar to like Joe Rogan's podcast, Joe Rogan Experience. If you watch that, kind of the same concept. And then Metaverse Spotlight is where I highlight different projects and games that are going on inside of the metaverse. I have team members from the team on to help talk us through what's going on, what they have going on right now, what's coming up in the future, all that fun stuff. And those are usually, I try to keep those to an hour. So an hour long show interviewing different projects and games in the crypto space. Sanity reminds me of AI concepts when you give it certain arguments to generate an image. I don't know what that comment was about, but you can elaborate if you want. But it seems like something I was probably talking about when I was ranting. And then Pax says he's got a Genesis pack he won from me. Hell yeah. Because we're not doing anything with those packs anymore, I'm going to convert that pack into a founder key. All right, homie? So you can have a founder key and you'll have access to all the good stuff. I don't know if I sent you a Genesis pack, awesome. But like I said, we're not doing anything with those right now, but I will also hook you up with a founder key so that you have the founder key, because the founder key is what we're kind of linking everything to. So appreciate you, and I'm glad you won that pack. You'll get a founder key. But anyways, let's get on into Vox Edit before we run out of all of our time. Now that I kind of explained what we're doing, we're just going to dive on in and start doing it. So I am logged in. Perfect. We are going to go ahead and go to templates. And I guess I'll kind of leave it up to the chat, but also should we make the medium-sized humans, or should we do small avatars? Something about small avatars speaks to me. I'm kind of getting pulled in that direction. But it's not like it has to be a small avatar, but something about them I just enjoy. They're just a little more fun than the full size avatars, and they stick out a little bit more too whenever you're playing with them. Zach's always supporting. Appreciate the love. Let's go ahead and what I think what we'll do is do the small human because I'm being pulled towards it. Pax is saying small human. Love it. And also, so Half Dork, when he did his tutorial, he showed how to do this from a medium human avatar, which is the avatar that I gave him to work with to re-rig and get ready as a VRM. So we'll use that tutorial, but we'll apply it to the small human template and see if it works the same way. And if it doesn't, we'll have to call on Half Dark to help us out a little bit, but I know he'll be willing if we need the help. So we are first going to go ahead and create a folder inside of our Vox edit folder. So create folder. This folder is going to be um, 69 homies. 69 homies. So the collection is going to be homies. I'll just call it homies. Homies 69. Create folder. All right, you can't do it apparently. We'll just do homies then. These are going to be the homies. There's going to be 69 of them, all one of ones, all individual and different. I mean, heck, maybe some of them can be big and some of them can be small too, now that I'm thinking about it. We're starting with the first one. 01. I don't know if you can use dots or if we're going to have to do underscore. 01. Oh, one. Homie. One homie. Let's try and do a dot because I like dots better, but I don't think it's gonna work. Oh, maybe it did. It might have. Find that file just to make sure. Box edit. Where are you? Box edit. Homies. LMNOPE. Titled, yeah. Didn't like the name. We're gonna change it here, and hopefully this doesn't break it. Actually, let's just delete this. Delete. Save changes. No. We're going to try this one more time. We're going to go to templates. There is an update. We should probably update. Go ahead and update Vox Edit first. And then we'll do all of what I just did. What do you guys think, though? You excited for the homies? There'll be 69 of them. I think this will be fun. What's that, Charizard coming out? This installed. I don't know if we got to extract all. Must. I wonder what they'll look like too. I think we're gonna. My thought is we'll take inspiration from all kinds of different things that I've grown up on and you guys have grown up on as well. So if you want to see any traits associated with things and maybe games and movies and TV shows and real world stuff that you enjoy, shout it out in the chat while we're building, and we'll add different traits to them to make them fun and different. GM Sand Dude, welcome in. Thanks for being here, homie. Axe is excited. Thons in the chat. Let's fucking go. All right. So all I think these like programs. I don't understand how to make them. I wish that they would just update. Why do you have to download a whole new program every time? I'm not computer savvy, so I never actually know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of guessing as far as this kind of stuff goes. But I extracted it all, right? Here's all the extracted stuff. So install, or can we just run the Vox Edit application? What happens if we just run it? Dope. Hey, there's who we need. Ian, the IT guy. Just click Vox Edit. All right, that works. Why is there install and uninstall and all that nonsense in there too? I don't understand. But what up, Ian? Thanks for being here and, and helping me figure out what the hell to do there. I always forget. I don't understand why it doesn't just update, but I'm sure it's something to do with something. That's beyond my pay grade. But now that we got it updated, we're gonna go back into Small Human. We're gonna find our homies folder, which is here, and we're gonna title it 01_homie. Save. There we go. I also don't understand why the title up here always says this instead of the title that I just gave it. You know what I'm saying? Now that I have Vox Edit, does the other Vox Edit that I had, this Vox Edit, is that going to still work, or will that open up an old one? That's the other thing I never know. That's why everything gets confusing whenever I start updating these programs. Anyways, this is going to be our base model of the homies. So we're using the small human for this guy. We might do big, small, huge, varying sizes depending on the homie. So keep that in mind. We could do multiple different sizes and just decide as we go which one is which. But we're starting out with a small human for the first homie. What time is it? 2:27. Perfect. I'm gonna bring this back so I can sit back a little bit. Perfect. All right. So this is our avatar, y'all. And for those of you that are unfamiliar, this is our little skeleton of all the nodes. Are these called nodes? I think they're called nodes. I don't know the technical jargon inside of Vox Edit very well, but you can edit each and every one of these, and you can see over on the right, there's a library of all of them as well. So you can either select from here or from here. If you edit from this skeleton tree, whatever this is called, you can click this edit button. That'll pop you over here so you can see it with the rest of the avatar still present. That's how I like to do it. You can also go over here and double click on it, and then you can just edit the head itself, but you can't see the rest of the avatar. It's really up to you and which you prefer, but I like to edit from over here personally. What up, Bert? How you doing, homie? I don't know if you caught the announcement, but I need to fix my cam. We are starting to work on the first of 69 homies. So we're creating 69 avatars that are going to be available to mint for y'all in the nearish future. We're going to create 69 one-of-one avatars, and because it's still a pain in the ass to figure out how to get avatars inside of the sandbox, I don't understand why it's been such a tough thing for me to get connected with the right people to make that happen. But because that's the case, we're actually going to be building our avatars inside of VoxEdit, the free tool from the sandbox. But the first place these avatars will be usable is going to be inside of Nifty Island. We're going to basically walk through the process of building an avatar inside of VoxEdit and then exporting it from VoxEdit and rigging it so that it can be a VRM. And then once it's a VRM, then we can upload that VRM to Nifty Island, and that avatar will be used in Nifty Island and a lot of different metaverse platforms on top of Nifty Island support VRM. So VRM, in my opinion, right now is the gold standard for avatars. So if you want an avatar to work in multiple different platforms, VRM is probably the way to go. Ian says NPC question mark. No, I'm talking like actual wearable skins that people can wear the avatar. I know that this is not the avatar template because there is not an avatar template anymore. But I also know it should work just the same. So that's kind of the question that I've had and never gotten a clear answer for. But Ian says, are you going to be able to mint your own avatar to use running around in the sandbox? My opinion is 1,010%, 1,000 million billion percent that should be possible. But it feels like that's not a priority for the sandbox. The sandbox seems to like to have avatars reserved for their partners as well as different studios and stuff that are building inside of the sandbox, but it doesn't seem like they're very interested in allowing anyone to have and build avatars to be used inside of the sandbox, at least right now. Hopefully that changes in the future, but right now it's very gatekeepy, if you ask me. Panda said no. Well, that's fucked if that's the case. And that's an actual solid answer. And that's fine. If that's their decision, that's their decision. My goal is to create avatars that can be used in as many different metaverse platforms as possible. That's always been my goal. That's been my goal since I started building inside of the sandbox. I always assumed that that was going to be the case, that we could create avatars and people could buy those avatars from different creators and use those avatars inside of the sandbox. Apparently that's not going to be a thing, which is silly in my opinion. But there are other platforms that are allowing it, like Nifty Island. So And because I know how to use Vox Edit the most, like that's just where I'm comfortable. That's where I learned to model as far as 3D modeling goes. We're going to use Vox Edit to create our avatar model, and then we will export it as an OBJ, and then we're going to upload that OBJ into Blender and do some fun things inside of Blender, as well as a couple other things to rig it and export it as a VRM. And then once it's a VRM, then it'll be usable in a lot of different metaverse platforms. And the first one of which that we're going to focus on is Nifty Island. And shout out Half Dork for teaching me and anyone else how to do it. Speaking of, if you want to check out how to do this, you can. You can head on over to my Discord. If you need the Discord, links are in my bios everywhere. But you can head on over to my Discord, and I just announced this the other day. But Half Dork created a video. I'm gonna just copy the link. Copy link. I'll drop this in the chat for y'all. But if you search Vox Edit to VRM, Sandbox to Nifty Island, I don't know how much you'll need to put in the search bar on YouTube. Vox Edit to VRM. If you search that, you should be able to find the video. But yeah. I would love to get special permission. I want these avatars to work inside of the sandbox, ideally. And hopefully I can get special permission. I hope the sandbox will reconsider or pivot eventually and not require that and allow anyone to create avatars to use inside of the sandbox. I think it's silly to be gating that to only certain people. But hopefully I can get permission from them. If I can't, that's fine. We'll make it work in as many platforms as we can. But we're building it in Vox Edit, so I would hope that they would allow us to get it in there. We'll see. And Blue Tulip says that install for Vox Edit, write some things to registry so you can open asset to edit directly from workspace webpage. Oh, nice. That's cool. Pax, you got this. I mean, either way, we're going to figure it out. This is a dumbed down version of my initial big vision for avatars. I still eventually do want to roll out a build your own avatar system so that you can use trading cards like my vision was in the beginning and submit the different traits and build your own avatars. And then that spits out a VRM or whatever of that avatar. So you can then go use that avatar in every different metaverse platform that we're partnered with and supported. But we'll see how long it takes to get to that. For one step at a time. First, we're going to be inside of Nifty Island. That's the first goal. And then we'll go from there. For those of you that don't know, also, I'm going to mention this now while we're in here. There's a free claim for the OG Krafter avatar that's playable right now inside of not inside of the sandbox, womp womp, inside of Nifty Island. It was built in Vox Edit as well. Shout out Arconics for building that and Half Dork for rigging it. But there's a free claim going on right now. All you got to do is go to the claims channel inside of our Discord. You will only have access to the claims channel if you have a founder key, which I mentioned. Everyone that purchased trading cards in the beginning, in the early days, got a founder key. So if you have a founder key, you can go to verify for access down here in the VIP members only section. This is the only channel you'll see until you verify. But once you verify, you just got to use Collabland. So just do let's go and it'll walk you through how to verify that you have a founder key. But once you do that, then you'll have access to all these channels. You can go down to the claims page, boom, and then you'll click this little black box that'll reveal the form that you'll fill out, and then you'll fill out that form and I'll airdrop you a Krafter avatar. and that's free on me. So GG's, that's what you get for having a crafter or a founder key. You also get access to these channels if you are a Twitch subscriber. So if you want to get your hands on the OG Krafter skin, you're going to want to subscribe this month. This week, actually, I'm going to be airdropping these, the claim for these ins on Monday. So make sure you claim your Krafter skin before Monday. I'll be airdropping them on Wednesday, so you might have a couple extra grace period days, but make sure you get in here and claim that. If you subscribe on Twitch, you will receive access to all of these channels as well. So founder key holders and Twitch subscribers can get into all of these different channels. We got just a little VIP lounge where you guys can hang out and chat. We got alpha chats going on about all kinds of different alpha in the crypto gaming world. We got guest questions. You can ask questions of our guests that I have on podcasts, so that I for sure will ask your questions first. Requests, if you have anything you want me to research, talk about, guests you want me to have on the show, you can submit those there. Sneak peeks of up and coming. I'll show those sneak peeks of up and coming stuff. We got a hoodie coming to Another World, which is another metaverse platform that we'll be dropping. And then look at that, the OG Krafter coming to reality now, from the sneak peeks. And inside the vault, we got all these backlog of episodes of podcasts that I've released early here, so you can see them first. I might stop doing that for right now, just so that we can get more awareness around the podcasts, and then eventually token gate that section. But for now, if you want to find a backlog of the raw footage, you can check it out there. And then if you go to the claims, that's where you're going to claim and vote on things that are specific to founder key and Twitch holders. So anyways, that's all she wrote. Getting carried away. And hopefully that makes sense to everybody. Ian says cool. So anyways, let's start just with a simple little mess around. I don't know what, I guess we need some inspiration first. What do you think? And it would be great to get suggestions from the chat. Otherwise I'll go wild with my own ideas. But if anyone has any suggestions on a theme or something you want to see kind of integrated into the traits of this first homie, let me know in the chat, and I'll do what I can to kind of incorporate it into this build of the first homie. But one thing I know, if you guys don't have any ideas, there's a handful of things that I want, that I love, and one is the Midnight Gospel. Has anyone watched the Midnight Gospel? It's a animated series on Netflix, I believe, and it's a vibe. It's a very fun, entertaining show. Duncan Trussell is the voice of the main character, and also I think he basically wrote like all of it. It's a lot of like audio from his podcasts, which is kind of cool to see done. But I kind of, obviously we're not going to copy anything, but we're going to pull inspiration from Midnight Gospel a little bit, just because it's one of my faves, as well as other things. I kind of want to, unless we come up with other things, I kind of want to give this first character a big old wizard hat like this. I've always loved wizard hats. I always put wizard hats on all of my characters, so it was kind of ironic or fun to see the Midnight Gospel have their character with a big old wizard hat as well. So although I don't want it to be anywhere near identical, we might make this first character very much just have the hat and shorts and be barefoot and not have anything else, unless y'all have other ideas. What up, Pickaxe Master crew? We got a raid coming in. Let's fucking go. GM, welcome in. It is probably the first you've rated me. I feel like we're always at different times or at the same time. Usually I'm way later night, but I started doing this middle of the day sesh. So let's go. Thank you guys all for being here. Make sure you follow if you haven't already. Don't want to miss anything that we got coming up. I'm actually talking about a project that I'm getting back into working on. For those of you that don't know, I'm Krafter. You can find me over on Twitter. That's probably the best place to follow me. But Krafter_ETH over on Twitter. Give me a follow so you don't miss out on everything. Here's my weekly schedule of streaming. We do GM Metaverse, which is happening right now, Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Central Time. The first hour of the show is crypto gaming news, where we break down what's going on in the crypto gaming world and also just start doing some research and diving into different things that are going on that I want to be looking into. So just kind of some live research together with the chat. And then Metaverse Monday, shout out Pickaxe Master, is sponsored by Pickaxe Master. So Metaverse Monday is our Monday night stream, 7 p.m. Central Time, where we play viewer games. And then at the end of the Metaverse Monday stream, we give away sand by mining inside of the Misty Mountain. Y'all probably just got done doing that over on the Pickaxe Master stream, but we're going to be doing the same. We do the same thing. We do 3 sessions each Monday. So shout out Pickaxe Master for sponsoring that. I appreciate you for doing that and giving some sweet sand away to all the viewers. So make sure you tune in on Mondays. And if you have games of your own, I want to play them. So tune in live, drop them in the chat. Let me know what games you want me to be playing. It's all about viewer games on Monday. So Sandbox, Nifty Island, wherever your game is, maybe it's an independent game outside of all those platforms, whatever it is, drop those in the chat. And also, if you can't make it live, I do have a Discord. Discord links are in my bios everywhere, but I think you can do !Discord in the Twitter or the Twitch and it might work, but Nightbot seems to be iffy. But if you get into my Discord and you scroll down to the general admission area, we got the chat where you can just hang out, vibe, but then we also got the viewer games section. If you can't make it live, but you want to be on the list of games that I'll check out, make sure you drop your viewer games in here. And I just work through this list whenever we don't have any other games to play. So I will get to them eventually. So drop your games in here in the viewer games channel. If you got any games you want me to play inside of the Sandbox, Nifty Island, wherever, please feel free to do that as well. Pickaxe Master says, can't wait for you to get that red diamond, brah. I can't wait to get some diamonds too. That's gonna be crazy when we get that first one. We haven't got anything too big yet, but we will. I know we will. It's coming. So I can't wait. But yeah, that's my weekly schedule. I also record podcasts periodically. Behind the Avatar is a no agenda, just vibes, 2 to 3 hour session where I sit down with a Web3 pioneer and just talk about whatever comes up. And then Metaverse Spotlight is the other podcast I do where I highlight different projects and games inside of the Metaverse. And that's just an hour-long stream where we have some members of the team come on and talk to us about their game and what's going on. And then I just got done explaining this, but I'll explain it one more time because we really are running out of time. I'm probably not going to actually get into building inside of Vox Edit, but we got our small human template or medium or small, I think small human template up here. And we are going to be building out 69 unique one-of-one avatars that we are going to export from Vox Edit. So we're using Vox Edit because I'm comfy in Vox Edit. This is where I learned how to 3D model. So we'll use Vox Edit. I also like the voxel look. I think voxels are fun. So we're going to model the avatars using the free Vox Edit tool from the Sandbox. And then we're going to export those as OBJs and then import them into Blender and do some magic and re-rig them so that they work as a VRM. So we're going to convert them into VRMs, and then we're going to get them in as many metaverse platforms as possible. So I was saying my goal has always been and still is to create avatars and wearables and be a place that people can come to get dope avatars and wearables for the metaverse. And my goal has always been to have those assets be interoperable as possible. And for those of you that don't know what interoperability means that you can bring your asset from multiple different places and use them in different metaverses or games or whatever you want to call it. So, for example, and this does not work right now, but I think it should in the future. Hopefully, they're working on a solution for this, but you should, in my opinion, be able to take an avatar from the sandbox. For instance, maybe you have a Snoop Dogg avatar. You should be able to take that Snoop Dogg avatar and also use it not only in the sandbox where you purchased it, but you should also be able to use it inside of platforms like Nifty Island, for example. And basically what we're going to be doing, and I there's no promises. I've tried to get avatars inside of the sandbox before without any real great progress on that. So no promises on getting these avatars to be playable inside of the sandbox. I would love to have them and be playable in the sandbox, but we'll see how that path goes. But we are going to start by having them playable inside a Nifty Island and anywhere else that a VRM is supported. So I'm going to be creating 69 unique one-of-one avatars and then minting those as PFP NFTs. So we're going to take little face selfies of all of the different unique one-on-one avatars and make profile picture JPEGs of them and mint those as NFTs. And then the idea is going to be, I hope that we get it to the point where it's actually like a bridged asset. So your PFP will unlock your avatar in multiple different locations. But if we have to, we will airdrop you the avatars so that you have those, and the airdrops will just go to whoever is holding that PFP at the time of the airdrop. So those are probably the two different ways that this is going to work out. Ideally, number one is the way that it works out, but there's also that number two option as our backup plan if we need to. And first, I don't know, I think I just said this, but I'll say it again. First, we are going to be having these avatars usable inside a Nifty Island and anywhere else VRMs are supported. And then eventually, hopefully, we get them inside of the sandbox and other places as well. I would love to get them inside of other side. I believe VRMs are going to be supported in other side, so they should work just fine in other side whenever that's a thing. But yeah, and today we just basically have been talking about this idea of mine. And for those of you that don't know, I've been in this space for 4 years. I started off by wanting to create avatars and wearables inside of the metaverse that were interoperable. That was kind of my big dream and something that I started trying to figure out. I met a few big brain devs and we launched a project called Trading Cards. So we minted a bunch of trading cards, which had different traits on them that you were going to use to build your own avatar. That became more and more complicated as we got deeper and deeper into it. So we're putting a pause on that. I do hope to bring back build your own avatar at some point, but we are putting a pause on that. For everyone that did purchase trading cards, we airdrop them a founder key. So the founder key now is kind of like the holy grail, the top of the pyramid of NFTs for Krafter and the Krafterverse. So everyone that has a founder key gets airdrops and fun stuff like that. I don't know if you guys if everyone is here, but we just talked about how there's a free claim going on right now inside of my Discord. So if you have either a founder key or you are a Twitch subscriber, you can go to the claims page, which only Twitch subscribers and keys holders have access to, and fill out a form, and then you'll get airdropped this avatar of me, Krafter, that you can use and run around as inside a Nifty Island. So we got that going on. And Yeah, that's kind of me in a nutshell. I forget what I was talking about. I got distracted by the Krafter claim. I just want to make sure people know about that because that ends on Monday. So make sure you fill out that form. Subscribe on Twitch if you want to get hooked up with an avatar. That's the easiest way to get your hand and cheapest way to get your hands on that. And let's see, that's about it. So yeah, I'm starting to build out these 69 avatars, and they're all going to be unique. One's different things are going to be inspired. Each of them is going to have something that they're inspired by, or maybe multiple different things that kind of inspire the traits that make up that avatar. But there'll be 69 of them. They'll all be minted as NFTs, ERC 721s, and yeah, and the picture will be a profile picture style selfie of that avatar. And then it'll also allow you to have avatars that you can use in different metaverse platforms. So yeah. I see somebody says that they have no sound. Hopefully my sound's still working. Everything looks good on my end still. So hopefully everyone can still hear me. Bert says, how do we get eligibility to one of 69 of the avatars? So Twitch subscribers and founder key holders are going to have first access during that mint. So basically you'll have a whitelist, and that'll give you a window where you can purchase, and it will be at a discounted price as well for those minters. And then after that, we'll open it up to the public if there are any left. So subscribing on Twitch and or getting a founder key are your go-tos for that. Bert says that he can't see the claims channel in Discord. So I'll have to look into that. I'll look into that once I get off stream here in just a second, Bert. I might not have set it up correctly. I swear I did, though. I know some people have filled it out, so some people can see it, but we have been having weird hiccups with the Twitch subscribers getting translated over to being able to access some of the Discord channels. So that might be the case. I'll look into it and figure it out. Make sure that you have like Twitch subscriber tag on Discord. You can just like click on yourself to see what roles you have. But make sure you have the Twitch subscriber tag. If you don't, that's probably the issue. And I can fix that real easy. Ideally, Discord and Twitch would communicate good together, and that would just happen automatically. But I think we are having some issues there here and there. But anyways, that's all the time that we got tonight or today, this afternoon. So we didn't make any progress on this first one, but I think it is determined that this first one is going to be having some inspiration from Midnight Gospel. So going to be wearing a fun wizard hat. I always love putting wizard hats on my avatars whenever I can customize them. So I was saying that Midnight Gospel is one of my favorite cartoons, and it was just ironic that the main character was wearing a wizard hat. So we're going to create our first avatar that's basically not, obviously we're not going to copy this guy. It's not going to be the same colors or anything like that. But just pay a little homage to Midnight Gospel with this avatar. We'll put a wizard hat on top, and he's just going to be wearing some shorts with bare feet and all that fun stuff. But we'll get started on that on the next GM Metaverse stream. For those of you that have been tuning in, Bert's only got the homies roll. All right, yeah, that's what you're missing. I'll get it figured out here in a second. For those of you that have been tuning in to GM Metaverse for a while now, reminder, GM Metaverse Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Central Time. I got a little bit of a different format now. So the first half of the show, the first hour, is going to be me doing research, looking into crypto games, talking about whatever's on my radar, the news and current events of crypto gaming. And then the second hour is going to be me playing crypto games, building inside of different metaverse platforms, building these avatars now that we started talking about the avatars and all of that fun stuff. So make sure you tune in daily, 1 p.m. Central Time, right here, same place, Monday through Friday. And you can watch on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, wherever you are, whatever is most convenient to you. I stream them to everywhere. I can see your comments from everywhere. So, yeah, that is how we do. Ian, I don't know what you mean by airdrops ? But airdrops, maybe, I don't know if you just don't know what airdrops mean or what your question is. But if you don't know what airdrops are or what that means, it means it's a term for sending something to you without you having to go and claim it, basically. Hunting for airdrops. Everyone's hunting for airdrops. Played airdrop. Dropping air. Got lots of air. I'm spitting out daily if you want some. All right, homies. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. It's always great having you in the chat. I'll be live again tomorrow, 1 p.m. Central Time, and also tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Time doing our Sandbox Basics stream. We're doing Sandbox Study Hall over on the Sandbox official Twitch account. So that'll be tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Time. But first, tune in at 1 p.m. Central Time and catch GM Metaverse. All right, homies. Appreciate y'all. And I will catch y'all later. Peace.